It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, y'all. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. So is Shaquille O'Neal. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies as they'll be playing against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, they must be satisfied with the way things have gone for them over the first few months. They've played with confidence and composure and have won more than their share of games. And when you look at the center position, now, Kenny, it's not as stacked as it once was. Marc Gasol, though, still one of the very best in the business.
I would like to see a team in the NBA say, you know what, we're going to go back to old school, and we're going to play inside out. Forget everybody else and what they're doing. Because Marc Gasol is a tremendously skilled 7-footer, Shaq.
He's tough, he's unselfish, good range on the jumper. Maybe not the quickest guy, but usually in the right position at the right time. All the time, that's right.
Yeah, and that about does it. With tip-off fast approaching.
Right.
We send it to Kevin Harlan.
And now, your Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. At center, standing 7 feet.
We can skip all this.
We've got rabid Los Angeles fans packed inside the Staples Center. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And, of course, Hassan Whiteside. Only a few games with the new team, but clearly they are enjoying what they've seen so far. And it looks like he's fitting in extremely well, to say the least.
And man, it's already like that right there. They're using their Vancouver jerseys.
And man, was he excited about getting the opportunity at a fresh start. He thinks he'll be able to get them to that next level, and I'm sure that's what their thought process was when they made the deal.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Carter out there with Garrett Temple, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, we're about halfway through the season now, Chris, and you can see the mental grind getting to some of these teams and in some of these players.
Yeah, this is why leadership, and especially veteran leadership, is so important. You got to keep guys focused, motivated, and ready to play. Yeah, the season is long. It will wear you down. You have curveballs thrown at you every day. It is a mental grind, a mental toll. But how can you keep that focus through all of it? That's the big question, and usually you lean on those veterans in the locker room.
James, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. LeBron's got 6.
And no one can really compete defensively with LeBron's athleticism. I mean, his strength, just too much to match up with.
Anderson against James.
Okay, what are you going to do?
Left side Anderson, just 5 on the clock. Jackson misses. For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Well, the defense had nothing to do with that turnover. They're just fortunate. That's just plain sloppy pass.
Now the Grizzlies with it. 6-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Well, Greg, what amazed me was they could sustain nothing on offense. They'd make a couple of buckets, then go right back into their shell.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. This is their second meeting with this team. The first one didn't go as well as they'd like, so this time around, they're going to try to close the lane off, push drivers and slashers as far away from the basket as possible. We'll see how that goes, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Here's AI. The Grizzlies making the shot. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that,
they've come out the locker room. His side. 4 for 4 to start the night.
Carter outside. Pass to Anderson. He kicks to Whiteside. Drilled from 11 feet out. Whiteside's got his first points of the night. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Passes it to Ball. To the inside, and stolen by Whiteside. Carter, the pass to Jackson. 2 points, that one goes. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
Should have done it.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Back to AI. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Taking this defense to task so far. No misses in their first 5 attempts.
Carter kicks to Jackson. Pass to Anderson. They double him with LeBron. Anderson finds Temple. Outside Jackson. Lock at 6. Whiteside, the pass to Carter. Here's Temple. From outside, off the mark. Lakers leading by 4. AI with the bucket. AI's got 6.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Temple, the pass to Whiteside. Carter kicks to Anderson. The feed now to Temple. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Good movement there, and the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Carter against Ball. It's tipped. And there it is again. Nice make there from AI. 8 points for him.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Carter kicks to Jackson. The pass to Anderson. To the paint. Goes back up. Kuzma pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And James gets it to go.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Grizzlies have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game. Pass to Jackson. Whiteside, high post. Here's Temple. He's guarded by AI. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from 14. Temple gets the bucket. Temple's got his second basket of the night.
I mean, he's out there on an island all by himself. I mean, good job to stay cool and drink.
That's what you get.
Last year, C-Webb, the Grizzlies really had a hard time getting good looks.
Only 3 teams had a worse field goal percentage. Now, they lost their starting point guard for most of the year, but at some point, someone else has to step up.
Free throw good, AI. When it comes to playing the role of villain in the eyes of many NBA fans, you've got LeBron going to Miami, Durant leaving OKC, going to Golden State. C-Webb is having someone to root against good for the league. It seems to build some passion in sports for sure.
I mean, there can never be a hero without a villain, even if that villain is temporary for one season. So one of the great things about the NBA is that our off season normally is just as exciting as the main season because of the trades and who's going where and the changing of allegiances, of alliances. I mean, so I definitely love all the movement. And, you know, the great thing is you're never going to agree with what any player does 100% the whole time. So I love seeing the changes in the league and having someone to root against. I think it's good for the fan soul to have somebody that you can honestly root against.
That's fun. Now, here's Whiteside. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Sacramento. Jackson finds Anderson.
Oh, throw it over here.
And the shot is long. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. It's a beautiful jam.
And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Jackson. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Down low. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Ball.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Here's Jackson. And here's Anderson. And Carter has it in the corner. with the floater, and he sinks the layup. Carter's got his first points of the game.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
James kicks to AI. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And a moment now to look at how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up as we close out the year. Still lots of games left.
Hell
Here
yeah,
are the
look at
rookies
me.
off and running in the early going. You look at AI. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player.
Oh,
No
come on, Ralph.
question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I would have to agree. The thing that impresses me most is his mental toughness. He's got the kind of poise that you just don't see in a lot of rookies.
The Lakers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Whiteside. JaMychal Green comes in for Jackson. Parsons checked in for Kyle Anderson. And Brooks subbed in for Garrett Temple.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Now here's Green. 14 points from him the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Oh, well, his rebounding stood out, too. He gave them a big lift on the boards.
Parsons against Kuzma. And Parsons gets it to go.
Now, you got to marvel at how Parsons keeps his balance, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against New Orleans. James dishes to AI. Rondo passes to AI. Kuzma kicks to James. To the middle. Here's AI. Nice D from Brooks.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
Back to Green. Takes it out to Parsons. Carter against Rondo. And it's Carter missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And AI throws it down.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. And this style of play can be hard to come back against.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matches...
All righty.
Los Angeles leading by 7. So on the floor for Memphis. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Garrett Temple is out there with Carter. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, down low.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Free throw good, AI. Well, in recent years, C-Web players have flirted with quadruple doubles, but they're just so elusive. I mean, you've got to do a lot to get those kind of numbers.
But think about it. Embiid and Westbrook could both come close. Or Westbrook comes close to anything with a double at the end of it. And Draymond Green, he missed once on points. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that Akeem the Dream Olajuwon did it. But you think about it. They're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So how are you going to get those 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks?
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive, yeah.
And Kuzma has it in the corner. AI passes to McGee. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. A nice shot by AI. AI's got 19 points.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Los Angeles leading by 9, and we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Pelicans was all business. He had 64 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. the stat line was filled, and the whole league was talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
He's got his 4th free throw of the game.
Just didn't want me to posterize his ass. All right.
Free throw good, AI.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Carter kicks to Whiteside. Carter against Ball. Carter, the pass to Whiteside. 5 on the clock. Here's Temple, and another basket for Memphis.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
I thought I had
Lakers
that
leading
steal.
by 10. AI in the post. Good on the shot. AI's got 9 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the
Take
paint.
over.
Ball against Carter. Kicks it to Temple. Here's Whiteside. Back to Temple. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
If he wasn't there, I probably blocked
the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Oh, well.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
And AI throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Man, I'm just trying to score.
Passes to Whiteside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with a win.
How did I do that?
To a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Carter kicks to Jackson. To the paint. Here's Temple.
Oh.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So
Come on,
a chance
ref.
here for a
What
three-point
was
play.
that?
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And he's
Slap you
just
in your
had one
ass.
attempt at the line early.
Oh, man, I just love the talent and attitude of the young core of the Lakers. I mean, think about Ball, Ingram, Kuzma. They all play with passion. This team has a bright future as the group grows together.
What was that?
And plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Guys, those are the kind of hustle plays that keep a team in front.
And the Lakers youth movement, they were the second youngest team in the
I was
league
like, what
last
are you?
season.
What is
Well, the Lakers
this
front
donkey?
office has done a good job of making the most out of their draft picks.
All right.
I mean, when you get steals like Kuzma and Hart late in the draft, you
Throw that
add
ball over
so
here.
much depth to a team. Very excited to see how Ball, Ingram, Kuzma
trying to get
develop with this franchise.
Carter, and the layup's good off the glass. Carter's got 9.
And they
Right here,
keep hammering
exercising.
away at him inside.
Come on, Hart, hurry up.
Forcing the ball into the paint.
Come on. I got that ball.
Here's Ball. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. AI passes to Kuzma. Back to AI. And that one, good.
In your
Wow,
face.
what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I'd keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Everyone
Oh.
seems to suffer small injuries, C-Webb, over the course of a season. Who does the best, you think, at battling through those minor bumps and bruises and injuries and still continues to play well?
You know what, Kevin, I can't answer that question because
Good foul, but-
whoever does it
Man.
does not let us know also that they're hurt.
They hide it. Yeah, good point. You're right.
Because the main guys that get through it,
Yeah.
they're not going to tell you.
Point. Along with the rest of their troubles last year, the Grizzlies had a very hard time stretching the floor.
Yeah, and they were 25th in the league in three-point percentage. I mean, teams did not have to respect them from out beyond the arc. And that made an already pedestrian offense even more sluggish.
And Memphis making a change
Yeah,
here.
be careful.
Brooks checked in. Anderson finds Whiteside. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, he has 7. Lakers leading by 10. Pass to AI. And here's McGee. Here's AI. And he drops in the layup off the glass. AI's got 32 points in the game.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I'd keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Here's Temple. He's guarded by AI. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at AI, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Battles through traffic and lays it in. AI's got 34 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Temple kicks to Whiteside. Got a hand
Get it back.
But they recover it.
Get that back.
The stroke has not been what they need it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
AI with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Kuzma, that's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Now here's Anderson. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento. To the middle, here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen
There you go,
deserves
don't
an
be that
assist.
easy, pal.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
We've got 1:23 left here in the second.
Come on, drive me on the inside
Back to
again.
Temple, takes the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Oh, but I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Anderson right side. Dishes to Brooks. Now the pass to Temple. And stolen by AI.
Oop.
Here's Ball. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Anderson. D right on him. He kicks it to Temple. Clock at 4.
Oh, he went a little too deep, huh?
From deep.
Get that back.
It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Oh,
AI with the ball.
Why are you, McGee? Why did you run to the corner?
Inside. Stolen by Jackson.
Come on, JaVale. You need a 3-point shooter.
Here's Temple. Pass to Whiteside. Shoots over McGee.
That was terrible.
One off the back iron and out.
Give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
Well, it comes down to talent.
Oh, good job, McGee.
He's shown
Throw me the ball.
in a big way so far.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Lonzo Ball out there with AI. And it's McGee in at the 5, patrolling the
wow,
pitch. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half.
So many times.
The son of former NBA coach Bernie Bickerstaff, JB got his first head coaching job here in Memphis.
Yeah, I played for his father, such an intense coach and with a deep playbook. And after Fizdale was fired, JB was named the Grizzlies' interim head coach. Before that, he had been an assistant in Charlotte, Minnesota, Houston. He's a young guy, but he's been around basketball a long time.
Uh-oh.
LeBron dishes to AI. Back to James.
Took a shot.
And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. LeBron's got 17 now.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's AI. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Oh.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Yeah.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
Too early.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Lakers working the ball around now.
Too easy.
Kuzma slams it in.
Wow, you see how fast he got off the ground? I love whenever Kuzma rises up to throw it down.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. Outside Jackson. Inside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And that one drops. 21 points for LeBron.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
Wow, it's time for them to switch up their defense on, because what they've been doing so far is not working.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Lonzo Ball. Memphis also making some changes. Marcus Gasol is checked in for Whiteside. JaMychal Green comes in for Jackson. And Chandler Parsons in for Kyle Anderson.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Throw it over here.
Gasol deciding where to go with it. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Green's got 5.
Seeing the court like a point, that's Gasol showing the full range of his skills.
Here's AI. Buries it down low.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Carter outside.
Wasn't the wisest shot.
Back to Temple. Parsons outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
That's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
That was terrible.
Carter outside. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Green, the pass to Carter. Shot clock at 5. Over Rondo, and it's Carter missing. Lakers leading by 17. And McGee kicks to AI. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
They're going to celebrate. You can't hold me down.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw, no good.
Still not as many as James Harden.
With some changes. Beasley comes in for JaVale McGee. And Harris subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 18. To the wing right side. Gasol passes to Carter.
Get that back.
Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call.
Come on,
and will
LeBron.
shoot 2.
You ain't gonna do that. I had that defense.
The Grizzlies have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And the first one drops. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Lakers have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
That's good from McGee. 1:33 left here in the third quarter. And Temple kicks to Whiteside. Here's Temple. He's guarded by AI. And stolen by AI. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball, he's been a factor for them over the last month. He's averaging 7 points a game, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Whiteside kicks to Anderson.
Oh, not so easy, huh?
Brooks outside. But they recover it.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
Lakers leading by 16. Passes it to Hart. AI outside. Lays it up and banks it in. AI's got 43 points.
Look, he's driven him to this lead, and it doesn't look like he's going to ease up until the final whistle.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Offensive rebound.
Oh, shit.
Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got 13 points.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Basket counts.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Temple. 17 points in the game.
What's your fancy little plan? Huh? What's your fancy little plan?
Kicks it to Whiteside. Off on that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Well, any of my quarterback in shots all the way down the court to LeBron. Okay.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Memphis. Anderson at the small forward and Jackson at the 4. Garrett Temple is out there with Sheldon Mack, and it's Whiteside in at the center filling out the middle. Anderson outside. Down low, Temple. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds here tonight. AI passes the ball. AI kicks the ball. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Here's Temple. Pass to Jackson. Some call it the Ewing theory, teams that play better without relying on a star player. Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. And usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season or before All-Star break when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strength and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe that teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches players can rally, but we look at championship winners. I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that theory.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
James checked in for the Lakers.
Get over there.
And Memphis also making a switch. Carter's checked in.
Yeah, okay, Lonzo, I got it.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Now the pass to Whiteside.
Oh, what are you doing?
Back to Carter. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Shot clock at 6.
And you watch Kyle Anderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
Both free throws good from Anderson.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
AI dishes the ball.
Didn't really work.
Back to AI, and AI throws it down.
That works.
He's playing lights out right now. I mean, inspired basketball in the second half.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. And with Anderson, the defense has been a focus for him the last few seasons.
And even though Anderson doesn't get up and down the floor fast, he still has quick hands and feet. Is being asked to guard some of the top forwards in the league for this team. And once
posterized, motherfucker.
He can use his length. Considers it a win if his assignment takes a jumper and
Here's
doesn't
my
get
ball
around.
sack.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Carter, the pass to Whiteside. Feeds to Jackson. It's
get that back.
Grizzlies able to retain possession here.
He thought he had it. He thought he had it.
Carter on the wing. He's covered by Ball. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
No clue.
All right, team, we can't let him score for the next 9 minutes.
Last season, CWAD, the league implemented rules for resting starters. Has that had any effect, in your opinion, so far?
I'm not a big fan of it. I think that this should be something that's held in the locker room. That if you're a player and you're hurt, or if you're tired, that you and your coach should be able to talk about it, and definitely he manage your body the way that a coach should. But I don't think that this should be something that's just out on the table that I can take a rest day. It's just never been in the game. This is a new precedent. But I do love what the commissioner and the NBA has tried to do is address the issue because it was getting out of hand, resting players, especially on national televised game. If I'm a fan and I'm coming there to watch my favorite player and you're not playing there tonight and I've saved up for these tickets for months, gotten good grades, done everything my dad has said to do, and he's taking me to the game and you don't show up?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a good thing.
That's it. Check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Thursday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And for that game against the Kings,
This is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And both free throws good for AI. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Carter kicks to Whiteside. To the middle, stolen by Ball.
I didn't see a switch coming, did you?
Break. Kuzma's got it. AI can't hit.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to
That's almost
protect the rim.
automatic.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing. Those two things that he puts in the mood.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, they've been tremendous from beyond the arc. It's a shift from what they did in the first 2 quarters.
Pass to Kuzma, stolen by Jackson. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Gotta be careful.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Carter with it. He kicks it to Anderson. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
AI dishes to McGee.
Come on, shoot it.
It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. See, Webb, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, going back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA to me has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. I mean, just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years. The growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thanking a guy like Larry Bird, who was 6'9", shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting threes. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas back in the Piston days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of the players to me that's been so exciting, along with the growth of the league overall.
Jackson misses. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Back to AI. Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Carter has it in the corner. Anderson against James. 6 on the shot clock. Carter outside. They can't stop the run with that one. LA's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. AI outside. LeBron outside. Back to AI. Passes it to McGee. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. LeBron passes to AI. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition.
How many assists LeBron's got from me?
It's Anderson with the drive, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Pass to McGee. Back to AI. Here's Kuzma. Now Ball. Sweet little floater.
Remarkable at sizing up screen and rolls. Ball, he has a knowledge of how to break down the defense. It's special.
Carter kicks to Anderson. See, Webb, a big rule change. Defenders have to give jump shooters space to land. Your thoughts on that?
Great. Thank you. Think about if a guy is hot and you can't stop him, you should not be able to embellish with the rules by sliding your foot up under a guy. If we all remember, I believe that San Antonio a couple of years ago on Golden State at home in Game 1, and Pachulia inadvertently put his foot up under Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi was injured. You have to give shooters space to come down. You can't be thinking about that on the way down. We don't want players injured or hurt in this game because of a lack of paying attention to detail, and I think this rule really helps it. Defenders have done it for years. It could be viewed as dirty, but I'm glad the NBA did something about it. I'm very happy about it. And check this out. I'm going to see a lot of guys knocking down even more threes now.
AI passes to Zubac. Outside Rondo. AI with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Good, he hits again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Harrison kicks to Jackson. Inside.
And guys, at this point, just a side note, they've got this one sewn up. He's probably headed to the bench one way or the other. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Dude.
AI, there you are. I got an interview lined up for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, right this way. You're on with Shaq and Kenny.
Oh, thanks, man.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in a moment to speak with our postgame guest who's standing by on headset near the locker rooms.
Hey, this is Shaq. Hurrah! You've been beasting these last few games, and it's fun to watch. Anything you feel you've done differently to make this impact?
Anything differently? You know, the one difference I can identify, I'm trying to be more aggressive with my touches. When I don't settle to play passive, I know it benefits the whole team. Creates opportunities for others, you know, to make plays. And we know that we have to be aggressive as a group in order to accomplish things that we want this season. And we've just been trying to set the tone with my play.
AI, huh? The A must stand for animal.
Thank you, Shaq. Great.
And that's going to do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For the Jet, for Diesel, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew. The entire 2K Sports crew.
That's everyone.
Ernie Johnson. Have a wonderful evening.
Bandit. Barbecue chicken alert.
Here you go.